All right, joining us now for more on the Chicago radio host Mark Vargas. Lori Lightfoot's last dance, becoming the first mayor, as John just set up for us, in 40 years to lose re-election. That's historic. And for the first time, by the way, in a long time, the polls were right. Did this surprise you?
This didn't surprise me at all, because here in Chicago, Lori Lightfoot translated means soft on crime. And during her last 4 years, we've seen nothing but crime skyrocket. Think about this. Under her tenure, over 2,300 homicides, over 9,000 shootings. In 2023 alone, violent crime was up by 63%. And so there was no surprise given how high the crime numbers are. Chicagoans are sick and tired of it's unsafe to ride the trains. It's unsafe to walk your dog. It's unsafe to shop because of all the rioters and looters. And so that's what's going to be interesting. The two candidates, Vallas and Johnson, couldn't be more further apart. And so this April 4th runoff is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, both those candidates said heading into that April 4th runoff that crime and safety are the biggest issues in this race. Take a listen.
Public safety is the fundamental right of every American. It is a civil right. And it is the principal responsibility of government. And we will have a safe Chicago. We will make Chicago the safest city in America.
As good as it feels right now, this moment is just the beginning, Chicago. We got work to do, and we're willing to put in that work. If tonight is proof of anything, it's proof that anything is possible, Chicago. That we can build a Chicago as big and as generous as our promises.
All right, so Mark, what happens now? Vallas has got a 14-point lead, but a lot can change over the next 4 weeks. How does this ultimately play out? Who's the next mayor of Chicago?
Well, it's going to be very interesting. In their speeches last night, you could tell the differences in their campaign. Vallas was very hopeful about the Chicago that he sees, and Johnson used his platform last night to go on the attack, calling Vallas a Republican. I've known Vallas for a very long time. He is not a Republican, but Vallas comes from a family of police officers. His wife is a police officer. There's 4 police officers in his family. He was endorsed by the Chicago Fraternal Order of Police, and to Johnson and some of his progressive Democrats, that's a bad thing. But what Johnson's going to get caught up, because in the past he's talked about defunding the police, and so he's slowly trying to walk those comments back. But this is going to be a very interesting campaign. Johnson is endorsed by the unions, the teachers unions, the labor unions. So it's going to be a very nasty campaign.
Any idea what Lori Lightfoot, where she goes from here? There are rumors that maybe she runs for Congress in a couple of years. Is this truly her swan song, politically speaking, or do you think she tries to come back?
She needs to go to a Dale Carnegie seminar about how to win friends and influence people, because her entire time as mayor has been so divisive. She would pick fights even with her own Democratic colleagues. This is it. She's incredibly unpopular. She's going to have to find something not in the public light, because this is an embarrassing loss for her, as you said earlier, making history. First mayor since 1983 to lose re-election. I think she ought to hang it up and find something more quieter.
Yeah, great points. Mark Vargas, we appreciate you being with us this morning and breaking that down. We will keep our eyes on Tuesday, April the 4th. Thank you.